In the distant future, Earth had become a bastion of humanity, a vibrant hub of resilience and ingenuity. However, the cosmos had long been a dark, unforgiving place, dominated by ancient alien races who viewed humans as little more than pests. The Galactic Council, a conglomerate of powerful species, had issued a decree that echoed across the stars: humans were to be eradicated. On the outer edges of the galaxy, a massive spaceship, the Arcadia, loomed in the void. Its hull was battered, a testament to countless skirmishes, and its engines thrummed with the energy of determination. The crew was a diverse mix of species: Zintharians with their shimmering scales, Varkarians with their towering frames, and the enigmatic Myrthians who communicated through thoughts. They were all united in one belief: humans were the root of chaos in the galaxy, and they should be eradicated. However, one human, Captain Ilara Mason, stood resolutely at the helm of the Arcadia. With her sharp brown eyes and an unyielding spirit, she was a beacon of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. While other races cowered in fear, she rallied her crew, determined to prove that humanity was more than just a target. "Listen up!" Ilara's voice cut through the murmurs of uncertainty. "The Council thinks they can wipe us out. They believe we're nothing. But look around! We've survived against all odds, and we've built a family aboard this ship. We won't go down without a fight!" As she spoke, the bridge filled with an electric energy. The Zintharian engineer, Kylus, flicked his tail in agreement, and the Varkarian pilot, Rax, cracked his knuckles, a fierce grin spreading across his face. Even the usually stoic Myrthian, Aelith, seemed to resonate with her passion. The Arcadia had been tasked with a dangerous mission: to infiltrate the heart of the Galactic Council and retrieve a powerful artifact known as the Nexus Core, believed to hold the key to humanity's survival. The artifact could turn the tide of power in the galaxy, a beacon of hope against the encroaching darkness. As the ship hurtled toward the Council's capital planet, Ilara felt the weight of responsibility pressing down on her. She had seen countless worlds fall to the Council's might. She had watched as entire species were wiped out, their cries echoing into the void. But she also believed in the indomitable spirit of humanity. They were resilient, adaptive, and fiercely united in their desire to survive. Upon arrival, the Arcadia cloaked itself from the watchful eyes of the Council's ships. Ilara and her crew prepared for the infiltration, donning disguises and equipping themselves with advanced technology. As they navigated the labyrinthine corridors of the Council's citadel, the air was thick with tension. The halls were adorned with statues of the galaxy's most powerful leaders, each one casting a shadow over the crew. Kylus led the way, using his natural agility to bypass security systems. Rax's imposing stature helped them intimidate lesser guards into submission, and Aelith's mind-reading abilities allowed them to anticipate and counter any traps set by the Council. Finally, they reached the chamber housing the Nexus Core. It pulsed with energy, a swirling mass of light and power. Ilara's heart raced as she stepped forward, reaching out to touch the core. But as her fingers grazed its surface, alarms blared throughout the citadel. The Council had been alerted. "Go! Now!" Ilara shouted, adrenaline surging through her veins. The crew turned and sprinted down the corridor, but the Council's enforcers were hot on their heels. The ensuing chaos was a whirlwind of blaster fire and desperate maneuvers. Ilara fought alongside her crew, every pulse of the battle igniting a fierce resolve within her. Humans were not the weaklings the galaxy believed them to be. They were warriors, survivors, and they would not be extinguished. As they neared the exit, they were met by a squad of Council enforcers. Fear rippled through the ranks of other species, but Ilara stood firm. "We fight together!" she yelled, raising her weapon. The crew rallied around her, a motley coalition of species united by a singular purpose. They charged forward, breaking through the lines of their enemies. The enforcers, taken aback by the humans' sheer tenacity, faltered. It was a turning point, the moment when the tide shifted. With each passing moment, Ilara felt the power of the Nexus Core coursing through her. It amplified their resolve, granting them strength they didn't know they possessed. They fought like a storm, unstoppable and fierce, refusing to cower before those who sought to erase them. Finally, they reached the Arcadia. The ship's engines roared to life, and Ilara took her place at the helm. As they lifted off, the citadel erupted in chaos behind them. The Council's enforcers scrambled, their plans unraveling before their eyes. "Prepare for warp!" Ilara commanded, a smile breaking through the tension on the bridge. She glanced at her crew, their faces alight with triumph. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious. As they hurtled into the void, Ilara looked back at the planet they had escaped. "This is just the beginning," she said, her voice steady with conviction. "We will show the galaxy what it means to be human. We will stand and fight no matter the odds." In that moment, it was clear everyone else may have cowered in fear, but humans would stand resolute, fierce, and unyielding. They would carve their place in the cosmos, not as prey, but as a force to be reckoned with. And the galaxy would remember that they had tried to extinguish the flame of humanity and had failed.